With our advantage of 30+ years of experience in masonry design, manufacturing, and installation, we can offer our line of fireplace surrounds, which are truly superior in form, fit, function, and ease of installation. Please enjoy this quick installation video and visit us again at www.davincicaststone.com or call us at 405-680-5600. DaVinci cast stone products are created using state-of-the-art materials and techniques. Our fireplaces are cast in a variety of styles and colors and can be custom designed and created if the customer desires. This video will provide information regarding techniques for installation of our cast stone fireplace surround. DaVinci recommends that all of our products be installed by an experienced craftsperson. Among the documentation provided with each fireplace surround are an installation manual and setting plan. These documents should be reviewed thoroughly prior to attempting installation. The setting plans identify each stone in the unit and its placement. Before we get started with the install, let's review the anatomy of a fireplace. Although our styles vary greatly, they are comprised of various combinations of similar components. Your firebox is the structure which contains the actual fire. Our surrounds are compatible with most types of fireboxes that are used in residential or commercial applications. Starting from the bottom, our fireplace surrounds are supported upon a hearth. In some applications, the hearth can be raised, as seen in the unit on the left. Some styles include filler panels at the bottom, sides, top, or in various combinations. The main supporting structures between the hearth and the mantel are the legs. The header sits on top of and spans between the legs and supplies support for the mantel. The mantel shelf, in most applications, is the topmost portion of the actual fireplace surround, upon which accent pieces are placed to enhance the ambiance of the room. In some applications, the mantel shelf may rest upon a separate accent shelf. DaVinci Cast Stone also manufactures panel walls and overmantels that can enhance the appearance of the fireplace surround. Lastly, some styles include a cast crown that accents the top of the structure. Along with detailed installation instructions, the installation manual contains a page identifying installation tools, equipment, and supplies. They are listed in 3 categories: DaVinci provided, installer provided, and suggested items. These are some of the tools and supplies that were used during this installation. After safety considerations and careful handling of DaVinci cast stone components, the most important aspect of the installation will be maintaining level surfaces. Any deviation from level throughout the build can affect the aesthetics of the final product. Components are adhered to the floor, the wall, or one another using thin set or construction adhesive. Where components meet one another, 1/4 inch of plastic shims are needed to assure the appropriate grout joint. Additional shims are sometimes added as needed to maintain level at each step of the build. Throughout the installation process, every component should be checked for matching placement to adjacent components, as well as level vertically, horizontally, and front to back. In preparation for the build, lines are lightly scribed on the wall showing the location of the center line of the firebox and the center of all wall studs. The lines extend slightly above the overall height of the fireplace surround. Throughout the build, most of the components will be individually secured to the wall using construction adhesive and custom brackets, or to one another using custom brackets or pins. Wherever possible, mounting brackets are attached to the wall at stud locations. Whenever studs are not accessible, mounting brackets are attached to the wall using toggle lock heavy-duty drywall anchors. Brackets and their suggested locations are called out on your specific build sheet. DaVinci's 20-inch hearths are designed to meet or exceed the International Code Council requirements. The installer is responsible for checking and adhering to local code requirements. The hearth or floor upon which the unit is installed must be level and stable. Where a hearth is used, its overall dimensions reflected on the setting plan are scribed on the floor. It can be mounted directly on the subfloor or on a wood base, dependent upon the height required for the final flooring application. If installed on a wood base, the base should be recessed approximately 2 inches on both sides and the front to allow room for the final flooring to be slipped under the hearth. In either case, the hearth is leveled using shims as necessary and is centered on the firebox. It will be adhered to the horizontal surface using construction adhesive. Next to be installed are the filler panels. This fireplace surround incorporates bottom, right, left, and top filler panels. At times, it is necessary to alter the length of filler panels or to notch them in the field. This can be performed using a circular saw or an angle grinder with diamond blades. Please note, OSHA-approved dust masks should be worn by all personnel in the vicinity of any cutting of precast items. Additionally, it is important to consult the provided drawings and take into consideration the spreads and distances between the individual components. You can write these on the wall, double-checking them with a measuring tape as you proceed. Fireplace surrounds are assembled from the bottom up. The next component installed would be the bottom filler panel, if one is used. In some applications, it is used to cover the area between the floor or hearth and the firebox, or serve as an ash stop. In others, it is not used and discarded. To install, scribe a light center mark on the bottom filler panel. Apply adhesive to the back of the panel and place it upon grout spacers, aligning center marks. Secure it to the wall at both outer edges using custom brackets which are provided. Next come the right, left, and top filler panels. Please note, if areas of the filler panels project greatly into the fireplace opening, the installer should take care not to leave any plastic spacers exposed to the high heat or flame. The inside joints of the fillers should be well grouted, thus sealing the plastic spacers from heat. The inside joints surrounding the existing opening should also be well sealed. If the opening is masonry, you will use the grout provided. If the opening is a prefab steel insert, use a fireproof sealant caulk. Install the side panels using construction adhesive on their back side and bottoms, sitting on grout spacers and within the custom bracket. Secure the tops of the side panels to the wall with custom brackets. Check level across the tops of the side filler panels. The top filler panel is installed last. The top filler panel sits on grout spacers and within the custom brackets on top of the side panels. It is secured with construction adhesive on its back and at the top with custom brackets. The next components to be installed are the legs. The legs are heavy and unwieldy. Please use caution during installation. In this surround, alignment pins are used in holes that must be measured and drilled in the bottom of the legs and in the hearth on site. Please note that when components are uncrated or being worked on, they are carefully laid on pieces of the foam sheeting they were crated with for protection against chipping or breakage. Both legs are installed while confirming that they are leveled individually and with each other. The top of the leg is secured to the wall with custom brackets. Refer to your setting plan for suggested brackets and locations. The next component to be installed is the header or accent shelf. This surround incorporates a one-piece header. Warning: always assure that adequate assistance is available for lifting, carrying, and placement of the heavier stone components. Center is scribed on the top surface at the back, and the header is mounted and leveled on grout spacers and aligned with the center line on the wall. Other surrounds incorporate a three-piece accent header in which the center component is mounted in the method described previously, and then the right and left components are installed, similar to how the three-piece mantel shelf will be installed next. The center is then marked on the front of the header panel and on the middle piece of the mantel. Begin by centering the middle piece and installing brackets on both sides to secure it in place. The right and left mantel pieces are installed and secured in place, with pins connecting them either to the centerpiece or the header in holes that are drilled on site. Now you are ready to grout the joints. The most important and probably the most tedious portion of the grouting process, if not the entire build, is taping the grout joints. Both sides of all grout joints must be taped. Since grout often contains coloring elements, great care should be taken to protect surrounding surfaces that could become discolored. The care taken in taping the joints will pay benefits during the grouting process and in the final look of the product. All fireplace surrounds are shipped with a small bucket of color-matched grout material and a smaller jar of polyplex, which is a curing liquid for the grout, and a grout bag. In a clean bucket, mix 8 parts water to 1 part polyplex. In a separate bucket, place approximately half of the grouting material and begin mixing in the water-polyplex mixture. until it reaches the consistency of a thick pancake batter. Allow the grout to rest for approximately 5 minutes and then agitate it for a second time. This will break the grout's initial bond and make it easier to use. The easier and best way to apply grout is through the use of a grout bag. Using a grout bag enables you to insert the grout well into the joint, filling any voids between components. Using scissors or a knife, snip a ½ inch opening in the closed, pointed end of the grout bag. Rinse the inside of the grout bag with clear water and then fill the grout bag approximately 2/3 full of grout. With the snipped end of the grout bag over the grout bucket, twist the open end of the grout bag shut until a small stream of grout is pressed out of the snipped end. Now you are ready to grout. Continue twisting the open end and compressing the grout bag as the grouting material is used. Grout should be applied in 2 courses, with the first course being worked back into the joint 1/4 to 1/2 inch with a grout knife or similar tool. A second course of grout is applied with leaving it standing out from the joint. Once the grout dries to a semi-firm state, use a standard pointing trowel or similar tool to achieve a flat tool joint. Remove tape and carefully clean any excess mortar with a horsehair brush or carpet square. Water on a damp sponge may also be used for final cleaning. Please note, any irregularities or voids between the surround and the wall against which it is mounted must be filled with a paintable caulk. Grout should not be used. When there is a larger gap between the surround and wall, backer rod can be inserted to hold the caulking closer to the edge. Backer rod is a foam rope-like product that comes in several diameters. It is pressed into the void a minimum of 1/4 inch in depth using a putty knife, screwdriver, or similar tool. Blue painter's tape is then applied to protect the edge of the surround. A paintable caulk is then applied, completely filling the gap. When the caulk has dried, it can be painted. Once the paint is dry, carefully remove the painter's tape. The finished product will enhance the appearance and value of any home or office. Everyone at DaVinci Cast Stone takes great pride in the quality of our products, knowing that homes and establishments in the United States and around the world showcase the beauty and craftsmanship of a DaVinci Cast Stone fireplace surround. If you would like more information on DaVinci Cast Stone products, please visit our website at www.davincicaststone.com or call us at 405-680-5600. From our website, you can download a PDF version of our comprehensive installation procedures that you have just viewed. Thank you for taking the time to view our informational video.